Okay, I had a day off. Well, actually, I didn't have a day off. I had a day off from this. So, I have refigured this. And what I'm going to do is finish digging my trench. And I'm not going to put cement in it. And I'll tell you, it's two reasons. Number one, if I can avoid buying cement, I would rather. And number two, there's no way I can get up and down that many times, mix the cement, get out on my hands and knees and spread it and stand back up. I just can't do it. I don't have that in my back or my legs anymore. So, this sharp edge here, I'm going to angle, make it nice and like it's supposed to be there. Then I'm going to take my pressure washer and I'm going to clean off the concrete on both sides of this board. And I'm going to run silicone all the way down the edge of the board on the inside and the outside. And just going to let it, I'll come down here when it rains really hard and see just what is happening with the water. I may have some areas where the water stands and doesn't drain. And if that's true, I'll either dig out this way or put a little dirt in where it's standing and try to convince it to go down here. So I'm at the point now where I got one more big amount of dirt I got to take out, and then it gets the ground comes down like this a little bit more and a little bit more. So I think I can finish this today. And down there I'm going to have to dig kind of a fan-shaped area so the water will drain out that way. But right now I got to go to the pharmacy in my gator and pick up our drugs. So I'll be right back. Is dig up these bulbs. My wife wants these, so I gotta dig them up and set them to the side, and she'll do something with them. All right, let's get going. All right, there is number 4. 2 more. This one took me forever. You would not believe the roots I had to chop through. All right, quick break. And on to number 5. Okay, it is 1:30, and it is now the hottest part of the afternoon. The heat index is about 105 to 107, even more in the sun, which is, I've been working in the sun all day. So here, I still got a good bit more digging to do. Let me show you what I got. This is 48 feet of trench dug right up to the last pole. Now I'm going to dig down this way, just about under where the gator is, about the same width. So that's downhill there, you can probably tell. And I am whooped. I can't do one more. As a matter of fact, let me get in the shade while I'm talking to you. I'm just burning up. Oh, God, Lord, I just fell off the driveway. I can't do one more shovelful. I'm whooped. This is just too hot for old fat guy to be working in. All right, I'm going to drive this up to the house, take a shower, and maybe eat a little something. I'm going to go ahead and put this up, even though I don't really look that different. It's just that I've got it all that digging done. That was probably hours wise, about 8 or 9 hours digging and going around and spreading the dirt behind the trailer. Okay, tomorrow's Saturday, right? I think so. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, and I will finish this tomorrow, this part. And then I do believe I'm going to wait for a big rainstorm and see just how well this drains, and if I need to dig any more out, if I got any high spots or low spots. So this is part 2, and I'm going to do a little more here tomorrow, and that'll be part 3. And when it rains, I may come down here when it rains and show you what it looks like. Look at all those beautiful tomatoes. I love me some tomatoes. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this clip, but and I got to be careful because my God, YouTube is just canceling channels and deleting videos just as quick as they find something that they don't like to hear. There's this thing called normalcy bias, and we all have it. It's just human nature. And what that means is you get so used to things being the same that your brain doesn't readily accept things changing quickly. Here's an example, and this is, to me, it's shocking, and it was a very important wake-up call for me. If you ever thought that government entities that are there to protect you and keep you safe and be the line between you and harm that may come to you, if you ever didn't believe that overnight they could turn on you and view you as the enemy, here's an example of how quickly it can happen. And right now I'm going to talk about the Texas state police. They call them, what do they call them here? They don't call them state police here. They call them Department of crap, I can't remember, but they're state cops. Well, back when the C bug hit, they put cops on the interstate, state cops, and they shut the interstate down here at the border. I live right on the border of Louisiana and Texas, on the Texas side. And not far from me is an off-ramp in the city I live in. It's a little town, 2,100 people. And they shut the interstate down, and they would force people to get off this ramp, and they would question them where they were going, where they were coming from. If they were from Louisiana or anywhere else but Texas, they would turn them around and make them go back to Louisiana. And okay, the interstate runs down that way. If I shut up, you could actually hear the interstate because it's about a mile away, but you can hear it. And then beside the interstate is Highway 80, which is also a federal highway, goes east to west like Interstate 20. So people were not wanting to go through this checkpoint, and they just wanted to continue doing their business without being bothered. So they were coming down Highway 80. So the state cops got on Highway 80 and forced people up onto the interstate to go through the checkpoint. And this happened overnight. These people that were sworn to protect you and defend you and be the thin blue line between you and chaos and being a victim, overnight they viewed you as the enemy. And by that I mean they were taking order. I'm just following orders, sir. And they would make you stop on the interstate, and they would question you and get ID from you and demand to know where you were going and where you were coming from, how long you were staying, when you intended to return, what your business was. Overnight this happened in Texas, of all places. And in my wildest dreams, I never would have imagined that any state cop in Texas would have been okay with doing that. But this is how quickly people just dismiss doing things that are so constitutionally wrong, so ethically immoral, that they say, well, I was just doing my job, and suddenly it makes it okay. So that's just something to think about. It woke me up, that's for sure. And there's lots of other things that happened that I never dreamed I would see in my lifetime, or that could happen in an instant, overnight.